And of course, the timing as to when an estate trustee determines an estate is insolvent can vary. And talking to Dan about that, there's several reasons why that could be, including advertising for creditors and finding out there's an unknown creditor with perhaps a claim that can't be easily determined or quantified. That could result in a delay. There could be assets that on realization create a lot of tax liability, more than the estate can afford, and that may take a while to find out. And then finally, if there is no will and you have to go and become an estate trustee without a will, you might have to run around to find out what the assets and liabilities are. You have to make the trek to the various banks, I guess metaphorically at least, or somehow get in touch with them, as well as other places where assets and debts may occur. So it may be a bit of a discovery. And finally, the estate trustee has to be cautious in their dealings with property, especially in an insolvency scenario, such as when an application for a bankruptcy order has been made, or started rather, and they've been served notice, then they are legally liable for any property transfers or any economic decisions they make, except for the proper funeral and testamentary expenses. So once they're given that notice that there could be a bankruptcy order coming, they can't really do anything other than pay the funeral and testamentary expenses. And if you look to Exhibit B, you'll see at the bottom of the page with an application against an estate or succession. Once that's started, there's personal liability under subsection 2 for any financial dealings they make aside from paying the proper funeral and testamentary expenses.